Hi guys, my name is Sitati Moloi and we are finally doing this. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Ooh, sounds so nice saying that. Anyway, after so long of procrastinating and not listening to the thoughts that keep coming into my head, I finally decided to listen to the thoughts that came into my head, and I am doing this and I'm gonna do it hard. So I would like to formally introduce everyone to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for taking your time and coming to listen to me blab about whatever it is that I'll be blabbing about. I hope I catch your attention. If I don't, do comment so I can improve. Good or bad, we take all criticism. So yeah, let's get right into it. Today, on today's video, I will be discussing one of my favorite books. So the reason why I am choosing to talk about this book today is because I want to give a proper introduction to the type of content that I would like to share with you guys on my channel. So the type of content I would really like us to talk about is content to grow one another as the youth. You understand, we are living in an economy where we are all just trying to break generational curses. And I'm actually one of the people who like being around people and having conversations with people who actually uplift me. I love to leave conversations with food for thought. So that brings me to today's book, The Psychology of Money. Yes, I said it. So most of you guys have seen this book, probably on your TikToks, on your social medias, and I'm pretty sure you're sitting there wondering, I don't know if I should buy it or not. I don't know if it's a good read or not. I don't know if people are overhyping it on. Guys, I won't lie, this is a good read. Like, this read was worth my time, and so good that I am literally going over it the second time. And the thing is, the first time I went over it, I didn't take like as much notes as I wanted to. So now that I'm going through it the second time, I am just noting as I go, because we all need this information. Well, I need this information and I need it to stay in my head, and the only way for me to do that is to note it as I go. So if you've ever wondered to yourself if you should buy the book, please do. And disclaimer, I am not promoting. Okay, I am promoting, but I'm not being paid to promote the book. I'm not being paid to talk about the book. I am doing this, as I said in the beginning, because I believe that as the youth, we need to have more conversations that are real with each other, conversations to grow one another. I want to be around my circle of friends and actually watch us all achieve and watch us all get where we are supposed to be getting. And one way to do it is to have these conversations with one another. The more I get to speak to you about finances, the more I get to speak to you about wealth, the more I get to speak to you about growing, the more we get to open each other's minds up. That is the only way we will get to grow as the youth and break those generational curses, as I said in the beginning. So just a quick summary of what you can expect from The Psychology of Money. What I got first time reading this title, I literally thought this book was a get rich quick scheme. I did. To be honest, there's a lot of financial books out there and not all of them are great. Some of them are just being overhyped. But here, like, the truth that is in here, it's absurd. There's a part where he actually speaks about understanding that some people are wealthy because they are lucky. And not to put it in a bad way like that, but what I took and what he meant from that, or what I think he meant from that, is that when you set out a plan for yourself, right, you are putting out an 80-20% chance. 80% is your plan going according to plan, going right. But you need to set out that 20% where your plan just won't go well. And I'll give you a quick example. Something like that once happened to my partner and I, where we bought a motorbike. Literally, guys, when I say that plan was foolproof, it was foolproof. I didn't plan for that bike getting stolen, and I had I was aware that bikes are getting stolen. I was aware that drivers are tricking people into stealing their bikes, but I didn't plan for it. And you know why? I was naive. I thought, I'm part of the lucky group. Although mentally I didn't understand what luck had to play with that. But I literally thought that I was part of a lucky group, and my partner and I were just gonna make it. And after this bike, we're gonna buy the next, and after that, we're gonna buy the next, and so forth, so forth. We're gonna grow our fleet. And yeah, literally a day out in the streets, driver took out the tracker and why is the bike standing there? Next day we check location, bike is still there. Call the tracker people get there, and what do they find? The tracking device. My heart, I was so angry at the tracking company. I won't say what it is, but I was so mad at them for just putting one tracking device. Like, okay, that's the story for it, I think, but who puts one tracking device in something like that? And they didn't even offer to put a second one. At least let us know, you're putting one at your own risk. But why, as a tracking company, do you not detect once the tracking device is out of the bike? Anyway, that's a story for another day. But that's just when I realized that you can literally have plans in life, but your plans will not go according to what you think your plans are going to go according to. So Morgan speaks about that in this book. He also touches base on the art of starting small. We as people, we believe that you need to start big, and mostly with people who trade. Yeah, when we trade, we go big or we go home. It's a saying that we do. When we bet on sports, we go big or we go home. It's the sayings that we have and the sayings that we say to one another. But Morgan says you need to start small. You need to start small, whether it's a business, whether you're investing, whether you're saving. The small starts actually do matter, and those are the starts that we tend to overlook. The small savings that you put in your account, those actually do matter, but we tend to overlook it because it's either I go big or I go home, But hey, yeah, then he talks about survival, success, and that equation giving you long I can't say this word properly, longevity. Damn, I'll write it on the screen. Please guys, pronunciation is not the best. But yes, with that, he means the moment you learn how to program your brain into survival mode, that will increase your chances of being successful and will increase the longevity or the length or how long you stay in the game. Because getting wealthy, getting rich quick, it's all like you can get information about that everywhere you look. However, staying wealthy, which is the longevity, that long word that I can't say, is what we need as people, and these are fundamentals that you need to base your foundation on as a person for today, the youth for today. Why not do things differently from what our parents did? You understand? People are different, okay, and we treat money based on how we grew up around money. And that is what Morgan speaks about. But Morgan also speaks about us understanding that you have to have enough. Like, we as people have this mentality of it's never enough, it's not enough. You get to your goal, but you are not satisfied with your goal. You get to your goal and you're satisfied with your goal, but you want more, So he speaks about eliminating that mentality as well of believing that things are not enough. The moment you as a person have a goal, once you reach that goal, why not assess it and accept it and avoid greed? But it depends again what your goal is, because some of us have goals to have properties, not a property, Some of us have goals to, they are working in the ceiling and I cannot stop this video. I'm so sorry for the background sounds, guys. See, so we need to understand that enough is enough. Have a goal, get your enough, and live with it. If you feel like after that goal you want to develop another goal, sure, go ahead. You understand? But just understand, guys, that all of this you need to do while using your brain. You cannot just do it and relentlessly. But with that being said, there's a lot that you can learn from this book, guys. Like I am very happy with Morgan. I'm happy with what he did over here, and I am so happy to keep sharing with people what he did over here, because like I cannot get over this book. The fact that I'm reading it the second time, it says a lot. You know, I feel like as a person it actually teaches you how to be humble overall. And I mean, that's the only way you can get wealthy. That's the one main way you can get healthy, to be humble. Only people who are humble actually make it. Those who are not humble make it by being lucky, but most people who make it in life are the humble ones. And we all want to live a comfortable life. Just determine your level of comfort, determine the level of comfort that you want to be in, and determine the level of comfort that you are willing to settle for, because my comfort might not be the same as your comfort. You know, you might be comfortable with a 9-to-5, a good job that pays your pension funds and your retire and your insurance and just covers your whole family and your medical aid, and you might be happy with that, and that's good. And then you get people who are just not happy at all. And like me, I don't see myself waking up every single day working for someone. I really just want to create employment for people. I feel like we live in a world where we need more employment. Yeah, we need more jobs. We really do need more jobs, and we need people who are going to be able to work those jobs as well. So we all have a different take, and yeah, guys, like that's what I have to say about this book. What I enjoyed it. Like I really did enjoy it. You want a book that's gonna open your head financially, a book that is gonna open your head psychologically, a book that will get you to where you need to be mentally, then I best believe Morgan is the one for you. He is literally the one for you. And I really hope with what I said and with all the blabbing that I did in these couple of minutes, you actually did hear me. But if you didn't hear me, at least take out the fact that the book will make you a humble person. Yeah, because it really did change my perspective on money. It really did. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning into my first video. I hope as time goes on we get better, and I believe that as time goes on my videos will improve, the quality will improve, the blabbing will reduce, and we'll get to have more conversations with everyone. You know, I just like to engage with people on a personal level, open it up on social media, talk about what it is that we want to talk about, come back and discuss it with those who didn't get to join us on our lives. And yeah, I just want to grow the youth, like I said, and I believe that this is the beginning. Let's grow each other, guys. Like whatever it is that you want to talk about, I'm here. Anyway, catch me on my socials. I've linked them in my bio, in the description below. And till next time, guys, I love you all. Bye.